Phidra is in the middle of a selfie. Are you done, darling?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's
Welcome
reading?
to another episode of So This Is Life podcast. Let me read.
Thank you. I'm welcome. Welcome to this week's episode of So This Is Life. My name is Phidra.
My name is Blessing.
And
We're in the festive season mood.
yes, Christmas.
Is around the corner. What's your best thing about Christmas?
Food, meat.
You eat meat. I was going to say you eat meat every day, but then I
I
remember the
actually
economy
do.
is hard. You do? Munga muri bagage
For us at our home.
Yeah, I think for me the best thing about Christmas is just being together with my siblings and all, like people I love anyway. Although things have changed, so we haven't spent Christmas together in a while. No, wait, last Christmas I was with my family, and my husband came to my family side. Yeah, and I don't know where it is written that women must always follow.
Be the ones to go to the other side, right? But that's what always happens.
Anyways, today's situation.
Please.
Speaking of going to in-laws. Okay. So this is my life. I know not all mothers-in-law are bad, but let me tell you, mine is a monster in-law, and I'm really, really dreading Christmas because my husband insists that we have to travel.
Monster?
Me, I'm an insistion monster. I don't know why she really doesn't like me. She has never said it, but she really shows it. The way my husband's village is set up, every child has a house in the same compound. It's giving. We usually travel for a week. Okay. It's giving 80 years.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Like the main house is in the center. Then and there are like lines, like go sit the way to the way the homestead we used to do it.
We usually travel for a week, and everyone has a turn to host the family evening. Then on Christmas Day, every family cooks 2 dishes, and we all bring to mother's. Do you want to read this? Because
We usually travel for a week, and everyone has a turn to host the family every evening. Then on Christmas Day, every family cooks 2 dishes, and we all bring to mother-in-law's house to eat together. But let me tell you, whenever it's our turn to host, that chick has a reason not to come. She'll either be tired or have a headache or say she's coming and not show up. Then every Christmas, she has a complaint about my food. Last year, she said she chewed a blob of salt. The year before that, she said there were stones in my pilau. The year before, she didn't even bother tasting what I cooked. But
okay.
she acts so strangely towards me, I'm telling you. I'm the only daughter-in-law whose photo is not in her sitting room. I'm the only daughter-in-law whose photo is not in her sitting room. Of the photo of our wedding in her house is the one where she was with her son. I'm really stressed out thinking about Christmas. It's my worst time of the year.
I'm sorry.
How do you guys cope with your in-laws over Christmas?
For people who are so atheists, they have no business even rubbishing a good daughter-in-law like you. Okay, I don't know if you're good, but okay, we've officially begun to Simbude. One, it's obvious that your mother-in-law doesn't like you.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
She doesn't have to say it.
She doesn't
You don't
have
need to
say
wait
it.
for her to say it.
She doesn't. My thinking is your husband aware of how how his mother treats you? If he is, has he taken any step to help address the situation?
Try and protect you from this.
Because he needs to protect you. You are the new person. You're the new addition to this family. You need to be protected. And at one point, you have something to say.
No,
you're
I'm
tapping.
listening.
Okay. And at one point, your husband must talk to his mother in your absence. First, to have the conversation. Should there be a reason for the husband to speak up in the presence of the wife? Say if they're at the table and mother-in-law drops something that is so insulting to the wife, then maybe that's why the husband can speak in the presence of whomever is around. But I think he should go talk to his mother about her behavior towards his wife. And if nothing changes, I feel like it is okay. You'd have gotten to a point where you can tell your husband with authority, I don't want to travel to your home for Christmas.
But you know, there are some situations like this where the husband may be oblivious. He doesn't see anything. Or it may be a situation where he looks at his mother as God's assistant. She can do no wrong. She is the holiest being that ever existed. And men are fond of holding their moms on such high pedestals that sometimes they don't see when their moms do such things.
Talk to your husband first. Okay, don't communicate. Don't assume that he's aware. Because that's his mother, yeah? That's his mother. So whatever happens to you that is wrong, your husband, like you said, might not know that there's any wrongdoing. So talk to him about how everything is making you feel. Obviously, his mother does not like you. Perhaps there is some other kabeb. Maybe the mother wanted him to marry someone else. Usually that's the reason. Or the mother didn't want anyone to take her son away from her.
Or you just rub her the wrong way.
Or you're bad-mannered.
Are you? That's actually something I wanted to say. I
Yeah.
wanted to say, do you know why? What's the genesis of this?
Yes.
Where did it
there
start
a reason?
from?
Yeah.
Yes.
Could there be a
Are you
reason?
treating her son badly? Is that why she detests you? There could be so many reasons for that.
But then also that makes me wonder, if we have marital problems, are we supposed to run to our parents? I know parents usually tell us, oh, come back to us, the elders, for counsel, whatever. But should my husband be running to his mother to talk about our marital
Is
problems?
he going to breastfeed or to talk about
Did you get what I'm saying?
No.
So I feel like usually it's just the mother-in-law problem. Not just tewamusanyosa. Like they look at you, unfortunately.
I really am a believer that it takes two to tango. So I would like to imagine that something across, I don't know. But why are you coming to my house yet you know that I don't like you?
At a certain point, you're going to have to talk to your husband and you start your own family traditions where you celebrate Christmas in your own home as a family, your primary family, you, your husband, your children, if you have them.
That brings the question for me. Do you think there's a time at which you should start your own traditions, as you said?
Yes.
At what point do you think that should be?
Is there a certain
I personally
thing,
think you should agree on your Christmas traditions even before you get married.
That's true.
And then start out your marriage your own way, the way you want to do it.
Yeah.
If you want to be spending Christmas this side or that side, then go ahead and do that. But if you want to spend your Christmas the way people want you to spend it as a couple, I feel like it takes away from you a bit.
What I want to say, sometimes you'll plan these things, you talk about them during dating, blah, blah, blah. It's good. But I also know that these are things you can compromise on every now and then. For me, what she says, she hasn't known a happy Christmas in a long time. Basically, when
Sad.
we're saying Merry Christmas, she's like, oh, baby.
Saying traumatic Christmas.
That is a very sad thing because Christmas is literally one of the
It's a time
jolliest,
to be
happiest
enjoyed.
moments. So if going to your husband's family sucks the life and happiness and joy and merriness out of your life,
Then stop going.
don't go. Stop going. Either look to your side of the family or talk to your husband so that you have your own thing. If your husband feels like, oh, you're asking me to choose between spending my time with you and my family, I feel like there's a way around that.
Have a conversation with her mother-in-law.
What is going to change?
Ask her, what's the problem?
She'll say nothing.
So why do you do this and that and that and that and that?
Let's pretend I'm the mother-in-law. Me, that's how I've been living. That's how I treat everyone. So if you feel othered, I don't know, it's your problem.
You think she would say that?
If she can say, last time I ate a blob of salt. The other time,
I'm coming. I'm not coming.
I'm not coming.
No,
The
she's
one
really
time-
sucking the life out
out
of
of
you.
you.
If I were you, I don't think I would go back there.
Neither. actually this Christmas plan on not going. Talk to your husband that you don't want to go back. If you haven't had this conversation with your husband, explain why. If you have already, still tell him you are not willing. You want to experience one happy Christmas just for the first
My
time
worry
in a
is
long
this
time.
is something that can cause a shift in this relationship.
Could it?
Yes, it can. When you start doing things separately, usually it's the beginning of many separations. If you've been doing everything together, it's nice that you stick to doing everything together.
Could we then agree if we go to your home this Christmas, I compromise, I go with you, I'm doing it for you, for your happiness, for your joy, to spend time with your family. Can we then next Christmas, just so
Go
I
to my
get to
home.
experience some joy during the festive season, you could also compromise and we go to my home. Or we
Usually,
would just
usually
do it.
men that have such traditions, I don't know if they are willing to compromise.
No, you can't live out the rest of your life not knowing how happy Christmas feels. However, there's also like another thing, another tweak to this. Even though you're at your mother-in-law's home and she sucks the life out of you, is she the only one? Because if she's the only one, then you can ignore and enjoy whatever the
In
rest
other
of
words,
the people
concentrate on everyone
on the
else.
joy. Concentrate on
No.
the joy.
How?
No?
Yet you are all seated having a good time and she's saying there's stones in your pilau.
Ignore. Don't talk
Really?
to her.
It's even
It
embarrassing.
is embarrassing. Or just talk to your mother-in-law directly.
That's
like
what I'm
you said.
saying.
Yeah.
Talk to her.
Like if you're seated at the table and she's like, simanyera Phidra ye yafumbye omukyale gonna temuli munnyo. Then in that moment I feel like you could just say with due respect, Mama, I feel like I haven't known a happy Christmas since I started coming to your home.
Shots fired.
I haven't known a happy
Sister-in-law
Christmas
will
since I
fold
started.
those ends and cry. You've abused my mother.
Yeah,
Husband will son
But
swaziza.
you see, you people, this is your mother. You don't see the wrong. I'm an outsider and I'm seeing every wrong thing with her. Someone has to tell you people.
Every time you say that she's the outsider, I think of these domestic helps we hire in our homes.
Thank you.
And
Go
about
on.
the fact that they are the outsiders and how much we other them and how they feel.
Yeah. You see, even when you treat them so well, to the best of your knowledge, you might think you're treating them well, but to the best of your knowledge, you're treating them well, they still feel othered. And at one point, those who can will actually tell you, Auntie, will you be offended that she told you? She's telling you how you make her
And
feel.
if it's true and you have, I don't know, a semblance of empathy, you actually make an adjustment.
Yeah. So I feel
So let's hope that that is what will happen for her.
I hope so.
But also, before you go confronting your mother-in-law, is it true? Do you put blobs of salt on her plate? Do you put stones on her side of the rice that she's going to pick? Is it true?
I've had people say put in effort as the daughter-in-law. Excuse me. As a daughter-in-law, put in effort to win your mother-in-law's love. Eventually, even if she has an odd way of showing it, she might not, but you do your part. For me, maybe that's okay, but if this is the one season where everyone else is happy, I'm not allowing nobody to
By
take that
virtue
away
of the
from me.
fact that I am married to your son, I'm clearly making your son happy. I should not put effort into making you happy or making you like me. No.
Yeah.
You should like what your son likes, unless there's something that you know about me. If there's another one that your son likes better than he likes me, maybe.
Yeah.
But I shouldn't have to look for it. I shouldn't have to fight for it. It should be one of those things that come with a package, in my opinion.
You deserve joy. You deserve to be in a festive mood as most or everyone else that celebrates Christmas. And talk to your husband how important it is for you to experience joy this one Christmas.
Would you stay where you're clearly not wanted?
No, I wouldn't. Look at it like this. Forever is a long time to be unhappy. So for as long as my mother-in-law, your mother, exists in our life, and she makes my life so miserable during the festivities, it's such a miserable place to stay. That, I'm not saying automatically translates into me or my marriage ending or failing. I'm saying
You wouldn't come back to her house.
no, I would happily choose my husband and whoever chooses to love me. If the side of your family is happier, go where the joy is. It's Christmas. Everybody deserves nah. It's
But
Christmas.
I'm really sorry that this is what Christmas is for you. It's
It
terrible.
is sad. It is sad.
Husband, protect your wife.
Yeah.
Protect your wife. Look at what's happening. Talk to your mother. Tell her that she's being unfair, because that is what she's being. Talk to her. Protect your wife. If the situation at home cannot change, then please remove her from the situation. Exit her from it. Don't put her in a place where she always has to be in that place, and you see it, you know it. It's not right. It's not fair. The part the way she said that the photo in the sitting room is the one with her son.
Yo, like imagine on your wedding, your mother-in-law picks the one photo with her son and hangs that in the living room. Not with me anywhere. Excuse me, why are you going to that home? Wali yochi. Tibakwagala na mudiro as a photo and you're there as a person. Go where you're loved, honey. Go where you're loved. It's time for you to get your own Christmases.
Do not spend Christmas number 6, number 7, number 8 the same way. Miserable, not happy, and do nothing to change it.
With that, Merry Christmas once again. Yeah. Anything else you would like to say?
Just sending Christmas love.
Christmas love. Happy holidays. Oh, that's the saying. Happy holidays.
To you especially, dear writer.